As cryptocurrency is heating up, and I believe the bull run is about to start. Bitcoin is at 69,000, but there's a lot of outside drivers that really could dictate what goes on with the market. In this video, we're going to go over financial policies around the world. What's happened fiscally at all different countries? What's going on with interest rates? What is going on in the stock market with gold and even the upcoming elections? Guys, it's going to be a good video. We're going to get into everything world news and more. But first, I want to welcome you with Freeman Finance and Crypto, where if it makes money, it makes sense. Guys, from the bottom of my heart, I'm truly grateful for every single one of you. But if you're not subscribed, please pause the video, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification. Now let's get into the video. Starting off on CoinGecko.com, guys, a Bitcoin is at 69,000. We thought it would never come, but it came. There's a lot of ways to look at this chart. This is either a big cup and handle, or you've got a big bull flag. Either way, the technical analysis target brings this out to about $110,000. And we all know that that'll lead the entire cryptocurrency market and altcoins to swarm. Everything's going to go up, I hope, if this was to play out. But what are some things that could propel this forward or retract it if things don't go good globally? And let's get into some interest rates right now. If we take a look, we know that last month the Fed cut the interest rates by 50 basis points in the United States. This equates to 0.5%. This is the rate that banks are able to borrow money. And when that lowers, they are able to lend money cheaper to you and I. So it is very important for there to be cheaper money for risk on assets. If you're having to pay 6 or 7% to borrow money, you don't want to put that into an investment that is risky, such as crypto. You'd rather leave that in a bonds or a high yield savings account. So interest rates going down is very bullish for risk on assets such as crypto. And the next cut is coming November 7th of 2024. And you can see right here on CMEGroup.com, it's almost 100% certainty that there will be a 0.25 or 25 basis point cut, with only 0.7 of a percentage odds that that is a half point cut again. And I think this is good. 1/2 point cut is good to kind of start everything off. But if they keep cutting by 0.5%, that might freak the markets out. Say, hey, what's going on? Why are you cutting so much? Are we in that bad of a situation that it's not just time to reverse course? It's time to really put some fuel on this economy and get everything heated back up. Are we in that bad of a situation? And the Fed and Jerome Powell do not want that. So I agree that we are going to have a 25 basis point cut. But even though America might lead a lot of the financial markets, it does not stop in the U.S. Bank of Canada per Rutgers are most likely to cut interest rates 50 basis point next week. So that's even more cheaper liquidity around the globe. That a portion of this is going to flow into cryptocurrencies. During a few years ago, when we seen the whole world cut interest rates down to almost zero, we seen what that did to crypto. It was a historic bull run, getting the overall cryptocurrency market up to about $3 trillion. So what's going to happen this cycle? It will be interesting to see. One of the largest economies in the world is China, and this is the China M2 money supply on Y charts. And we can see right here that in January they had a total money supply of 292 trillion, and China has been printing. They're up to almost $310 trillion. So that is a lot of liquidity. Even though cryptocurrency is banned in most of China, it is very crypto friendly country. When it comes to the people, the governments might not be friendly with it, but there is a lot of cryptocurrency users in China. And this type of liquidity, I also believe a portion of it will flow into BTC and others. But last in the news, before we start getting around to some prices of the stock market and things like that, is the election in the United States. Right now, nobody knows who's going to win. It's neck and neck. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think it matters who wins. I really, really don't. I think at the end of the day, the markets want certainty. They just want to know that this person is in office or this person is in office. So the best case scenario would be for one party to win the presidency and then to have a split Congress. So why does that matter? Why would we want a split Congress? Because nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. If one party has the House, the Senate, and the presidency, then it's very easy for them to push new laws through. But if one party has the presidency and let's say the Senate, but they don't have the House, then odds are nothing's going to change for the next 4 years. All the laws around fiscal policy is going to be the same, and people can roll on making money and investing. The market just wants certainty at the end of the day. So we will see how this plays out in November. But going over this, we've got another rate cut coming up in November and also the election. So there will be a lot of volatility, I believe, and a lot of certainty at the end of the day. But when we take a look at the overall cryptocurrency market cap, like I said just a minute ago, it peaked out at $3 trillion last cycle, and we're not even back to that. And if you look, this is making that same good old cup and handle, same bull flag as the BTC chart, guys. So I really do believe that the cryptocurrency market is going to explode. Now, none of this is ever financial advice. I'm just got slightly a degen and loves finance, so I could be wrong, but it would not surprise me to see an $8 trillion overall crypto market cap, and even more if this really is a meme coin super cycle like Murad said, and more big investors are getting into crypto. But if you're somebody that is not very familiar with crypto, or it's hard for you to navigate this, I want to show y'all the sponsor of Freeman Finance and Crypto. This is Caleb and Brown. They are a brokerage service, much of what you would deal with in the stock market. The 24/7 service. Pick up the phone, call your broker. It's completely free to sign up. There will be a promotional link down below. Sign up, call your broker, and they can explain all of this to you and really see if y'all have a relationship before you use the platform. But I know we're all into cryptocurrency, but the fiscal market does not stop with crypto, guys. We also have the stock market and gold, and we have to think of gold as a hedge against inflation. And is that playing out? Well, let's take a look into these. When we look at gold price, we can see that gold is up to an all-time high, over $2,700. If we just zoom out here, just going a few months ago, guys, we could see really how much this has blown up. Just 2 years ago, it was down to $1,800, and gold is now up to $2,800. So you could see this pump and this retracement, this pump, this retracement, this flag. Tell me something, guys. Tell me that this chart right here does not look very similar to the crypto chart or the Bitcoin chart when we really take a look at it. It looks exactly like that. I am just thinking gold is leading the way. And as you can see, gold right here broke out from less than $2,000 to $2,700, almost a 40% pump on price with gold. And I think this is very interesting to look at how I believe gold is leading the markets as a hedge asset. But the stock market has not been slowing down for absolutely anybody. When we look at it, almost the entire stock market is at all-time highs. The S&P 500 is up to almost $6,000, over $5,800. It's the top 500 companies. So there's a lot of good stuff happening in the overall fiscal markets, and I do think it's going to continue. I think that we're going to see a blow-off top in crypto and the stock market, but I do not think we're out of the woodworks. I think that the Fed could potentially be lowering interest rates too early. I think that will cause a big artificial pump, and I'm just hoping that we avoid some bad fiscal times in a year or two. But guys, let me know if you like this kind of update. I know I talk about different coins a lot specifically, but I want to get into general market updates at least once a week. So let me know what you think down below. What is going to go on in the overall crypto market? What's going to be the next all-time high for Bitcoin at the peak of this cycle? And how do you think this whole thing plays out? But guys, watch this video up above. And if you're not a part of the Freeman Finance family, what are we doing? Subscribe. I love you all.